You've been wondering when the answer will come. You've been holding on, quietly, while the weight of waiting presses into your soul. You've whispered prayers in the silence, not knowing if they reached past your ceiling. And now, I speak softly to the place that aches the most. I will provide. Not just for your needs, but for the places in you that feel forgotten. For the questions you're afraid to say out loud. For the moments you smile in public and collapse in private. I see it all. I've been with you in every quiet hallway, every sleepless night, every broken hope. I have not turned away. I have leaned in. You thought my provision only meant money, opportunity, resources, but my provision goes deeper than your hands. It reaches your heart. I provide strength when your spirit is tired. I provide clarity when your mind is clouded. I provide comfort when your chest tightens with fear. What I give is not just what you ask for. It's what you don't even know you need. Remember the wilderness. The desert was not your destination. It was the classroom. And even there, I sent manna. I sent water from a rock. I covered you with a cloud by day and fire by night. I was enough when there was nothing else. And I am still enough today. So stop measuring your future by your current lack. Stop shrinking your prayers to fit your present pain. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are not behind. You are in the middle of a miracle you cannot yet see. I am aligning what you thought was delayed. I am releasing what the enemy tried to steal. I am responding to your cry. Not because you performed, but because you are mine. My child, you have no idea how much I love you. Not for what you do, but for who you are. You are not a burden. You are not too much. You are not forgotten. I have carved your name into my hand. I have caught every tear. And I know how to care for what belongs to me. The world may tell you to panic, to rush, to take matters into your own hands. But I am whispering something different. Rest. Trust. Let go. I am the same God who fed thousands with a few loaves. I am the same God who kept oil flowing for a widow. I am the same God who turned water into wine, who calmed seas with a word, who raised what was dead. Do you think your situation is too far for me? Do you believe your need is beyond my reach? Nothing is impossible for me. I will make rivers in deserts. I will make a way through walls. I will speak, and what did not exist will begin to move. You don't have to know how. You only need to know who. And I am here. I will provide. Even in this. Even now. There is no scarcity in me. There is no lack in heaven. You are not drawing from an empty well. You are connected to an unending source. And I delight in giving to you, not reluctantly, but joyfully, because you are mine. The cattle on 1,000 hills are mine. The breath in your lungs is mine. Everything you see was spoken into being by my voice. Do you think I will withhold from you now? You've been afraid to hope again because disappointment has visited your door too many times. You've begun to guard your heart, telling yourself not to expect much so you don't get hurt. But I want to reach into that fear and replace it with faith. I want to teach you to hope, not in outcomes, but in me, because I do not fail. You thought you needed more strength, more strategy, more answers. But what you truly need is more surrender. My provision flows in the place of trust. When your hands are open, I can fill them. When your heart is yielded, I can move freely. When you let go of what you're clinging to, I can give you what's better. You don't have to compete. You don't have to hustle for what I've already written into your story. What I open, no one can shut. What I bless, no one can curse. I am not bound by your limitations or by the systems of this world. I am not checking your bank account before I provide. I am not limited by your resume, your network, your past. I am God, and I will do it. Lift your eyes from the ground. Stop staring at the dust and looking for direction in the dirt. I am above. I am speaking from heaven. And my word is not weak. When I send it out, it performs what I intend. It never returns void. So if I said I will provide, then I will, even when it doesn't look like how you imagined. Even when the timeline stretches longer than you hoped. Even when the doors seem to close instead of open. Provision sometimes looks like pruning. Sometimes it looks like silence that leads to clarity. Sometimes it looks like me saying, "Not yet," so I can say, "Yes," to something greater. I am not punishing you. I am preparing you. I am enlarging your heart to carry what I'm about to release. You've prayed for open doors. Now I'm building your character to walk through them. You've asked for increase. Now I'm strengthening your foundation to hold it. Don't despise this process. This is still provision. And in the middle of it, I want you to be still enough to hear me say again, I am not withholding from you. I'm drawing you closer. I'm aligning your steps. I'm setting you up for something you couldn't orchestrate even if you tried. So pause now and breathe. Let the pressure melt in my presence. Let the striving fall away. Let the fear be replaced by my whisper. I will provide. I always have. And I always will. There have been moments when you've looked around and seen nothing shifting. You've asked, "Where are you, God? Have you forgotten what you promised?" But listen closely. I have not forgotten. I have not delayed. What I'm doing is deeper than your surface expectations. I am tilling the soil of your soul so the roots of your faith will grow strong enough to bear the weight of what I'm about to place in your hands. You see what's missing. I see what's forming. You see delay. I see design. Your wilderness is not a waste. It's where I reveal myself in ways that comfort never could. When you had enough, you didn't need me like this. But now, in your dependence, I can show you who I really am. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. I didn't bring you this far to leave you. I didn't start something in your life just to abandon the ending. What I began, I will finish, and I finish well. There are resources being prepared for you that you haven't even imagined. People whose hearts I'm already stirring to bless you. Situations aligning that you don't yet see. Opportunities you thought were lost, now being rerouted back into your path. Do you think I can't do it? Watch what I do when you let go of the outcome. Watch what I do when you trust me with the timeline. Watch what I do when you praise me in the absence of evidence. That's where miracles grow, in the soil of surrender. You've been faithful in the waiting. You've been obedient when it felt costly. And now, I'm about to move, but not just around you, within you. Because true provision starts in the soul. When your heart is whole, you'll see my goodness in everything. When your spirit is anchored, you won't panic at every wave. So come back to the secret place. Let me speak louder than your fear. Let me show you how I've been with you all along. Provision is not something I do occasionally, it is who I am continually. You've seen me provide peace in the storm. But now, you will see me provide strategy in the silence. You will see me release answers that break the cycle. You will walk into rooms you didn't have to knock on, because I already opened them for you. And when it happens, it will be clear, it was me. Not luck, not coincidence, not effort. Me. And when others ask how you did it, you'll point upward, because my provision always leads to my glory. So hold on, not just to hope, but to me, not just to faith, but to my promise, because I will do it. I will provide, and it will be more than enough. The enemy has tried to convince you that your waiting means you're forsaken. He's whispered that your delay is a denial. But I am speaking louder now. I'm silencing the lies with truth. You are not forsaken, you are favored. You are not denied, you are being deeply prepared. Your faith has grown in this season, not in the ease, but in the pressing, and every tear has watered a promise. Every sigh has reached my throne. Every time you chose to worship instead of worry, you planted seeds that are now beginning to break the soil. Yes, I will provide, not just what you need, but more than you dreamed. But my provision is always aligned with your transformation. I'm not just concerned with your comfort, I'm committed to your becoming. Because you're not just waiting for a blessing. You're becoming the kind of person who can carry it well. You're becoming the kind of soul who won't be shaken when the promise comes. And that is provision. 2. I will provide peace when the answer tarries. I will provide joy that doesn't depend on the outcome. I will provide strength when you feel like giving up. And yes, I will provide what you've prayed for, in my way, in my time, for my glory. So be encouraged now, not by what you see, but by what I've said. I've never broken a promise. I've never failed to finish what I start. You are not the exception to my faithfulness. You are the evidence of it. Let me remind you, I'm the one who brought water from rocks. I'm the one who multiplied fish in empty hands. I'm the one who turned 5 loaves into overflow. I'm the one who fed you when no one else knew your hunger. So don't you think I'll do it again? I see what you need before you speak it. I move before you even ask. I'm ahead of you. I'm behind you. I'm beside you. I surround you. And I will provide. So stay near, stay open, stay surrendered, because you're about to see me move, not just in what comes, but in who you're becoming through it. And that will be the greater miracle. I know how heavy it's been. I know how you've carried more than you let on. You've shown up, stayed strong, held others together, all while quietly wondering who would hold you. And here I am, the one who never sleeps. The one who doesn't miss a moment. The one who carries what you were never meant to bear alone. Let me carry you. Let me step into the places you've tried to manage by yourself. Let me lift what you've been gripping so tightly. You weren't made to walk this path without me. Provision is not just about what I place in your hands, it's about who walks with you every step. You don't have to prove anything to me. You don't have to get it all right before I move. I am not looking for performance. I am drawn to your posture of surrender. That's where my presence dwells. And my presence changes everything. You've been looking for a sign that I'm near. Let this be it. I see you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm not frustrated by your fatigue. I am moved by your faith, even the kind that's hanging on by a thread. I honor your fight, and I promise, I will not let you fall. Provision is on the way. The kind that surprises you. The kind that makes you weep with wonder. The kind that doesn't make sense to the world, but makes perfect sense in the kingdom. You've waited long, but you have not waited in vain. I am working in ways that you'll only understand in hindsight. But when the story is told, you'll say with confidence, "It was the Lord." Now, in this quiet moment, I ask you to trust again, to believe again, to breathe again, because I am not done with your story. You are just entering the chapter called Faith Rewarded. And right here, right in the middle of this message, I invite you to lean in deeper. If these words have reached your spirit, I ask you to take a step with me, like this message. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Comment how God has provided for you before. And subscribe so you never miss what I speak next. Because this is not just a podcast, it's an altar, a moment where heaven touches earth. And I want you to keep walking with me. Now come, let's keep going. There's more for you, more than survival, more than making it through, more than just enough. I am the God of abundance, and I do not run dry. So don't measure tomorrow by what you see today. My hand is bigger. My heart is stronger, and my love for you is endless. I will provide. Don't confuse my silence with absence. Even when you can't hear me, I am still speaking through the stillness. Even when you can't trace my hand, my fingerprints are all over your life. Look back for a moment. Remember what you've already walked through. Remember what you thought would break you, but didn't. Remember the moments you didn't know how you'd make it, but you did. That was me. I carried you then. And I'm carrying you now. Provision is not always loud. Sometimes, it's hidden in the gentle unfolding of your days. In the quiet strength that shows up when you need it. In the unexpected kindness from a stranger. In the courage to keep showing up when quitting felt easier. These are my gifts. These are signs of my nearness. You've asked for a miracle. And I am preparing one. But not just externally, internally. I'm healing what you didn't know was broken. I'm restoring the places you stopped believing could be whole. I'm repairing the breach between what you hope for and what you settle for. I am rebuilding your faith, brick by brick, with testimonies that will be undeniable. You are not going backward. You are being positioned. There is something ahead of you that will make sense of everything behind you. The detours, the delays, the disappointments, they were not the end. They were the soil. Now, the harvest begins. I see your weary steps. I know the effort it takes to keep trusting. But keep walking, keep planting, keep believing, because you're closer than you think. And I will provide, not just in finances, but in friendships that lift you. Not just in direction, but in discernment that protects you. Not just in opportunity, but in obedience that unlocks purpose. You ask me to move. And I'm moving, through you. Through your yes. Through your tears. Through your faith. So rest your heart now. Release the fear. Lift your eyes. And watch. Because I'm not finished. And I never start something I don't intend to complete. What I've spoken over you is still active. What I've promised is still unfolding. And what I provide is always exactly what you need. Even when it doesn't come in the package you expected. I am faithful. I am enough. I will provide. You've been asking me for provision in one area. But I've been working on provision in all. Because I don't just meet your needs. I redeem your story. I don't just fill your bank account. I restore your identity. I don't just answer your requests. I align your destiny. Every no has protected you. Every closed door was mercy in disguise. Every delay has been preparing what you couldn't have handled too soon. I know the weight of your calling. And I won't let it crush you. So I've been strengthening the parts of you that no one sees. Yes, I will provide. But I will not rush what is sacred. You are my beloved, not a project. You are my child, not a checklist. I delight in walking with you. Not just getting you to the finish line. What you call slow, I call sovereign. What you call lack, I call opportunity for glory. So trust me again. Trust me deeper. Because the way I provide will not just bless you. It will change you. You're about to see doors open that no man can shut. You're about to see favor that can't be explained. You're about to receive strategies that don't make sense on paper but unlock exactly what I've promised. And when it comes, you won't have to strive to keep it. Because what I give, I sustain. You've spent enough time in survival mode. Now, step into surrender mode. Let go of the striving. Lay down the pressure. And lift your hands. Because provision is not earned. It's received. It flows to the surrendered. You don't have to convince me to bless you. I already chose you. Before the beginning. Before the pain. Before the battle. I wrote provision into your story. And now, it's time to live it. So stand up. Not in pride, but in confidence. Not in fear, but in faith. You're not begging. You're not lost. You're not behind. You are right where I have you. And I am not late. I am on time. I am on purpose. And I will provide. Again and again and again. There is provision you haven't seen yet because you haven't stepped into the place I'm calling you. The manna didn't fall in Egypt. It fell in the wilderness. The oil didn't flow until the jars were gathered. The sea didn't part until the soles of their feet touched the water. Faith is the key that unlocks what I've already prepared. You keep asking me to show up. But I've been asking you to step out. Because what you're waiting on is waiting on you to move. Not in panic, not in pressure, but in obedience, in boldness, in faith. I know it's risky, I know it feels uncertain, but I am with you in the risk. I am standing in the unknown, waiting to show you that it's not unknown to me. And where I guide, I always provide. You will not step into lack. You will not walk into disappointment. You will walk into destiny. This is the season of forward. Forward through fear. Forward through questions. Forward through resistance. I am parting seas again. I am moving mountains again. I am making paths where none existed before. But it will require your trust. Your yes. Your willingness to believe that I am better than the best thing you lost. That I am stronger than the opposition in front of you. That I am more faithful than the voices that left you. So rise now, not because you feel ready, but because I said go. Provision meets obedience, and obedience is the place of miracles. I'm not calling you to understand it all, I'm calling you to trust. And as you go, you'll see, you'll look back and marvel at how the way opened, at how peace met you, at how doors swung wide when your hands were empty. You don't need to bring anything but your surrender. I'll supply the rest. That's who I am. That's what I do. I provide. So let the doubt fall. Let the fear melt. And step. Because I am waiting for you on the other side. You spent nights replaying what went wrong. Wondering what you missed. Thinking maybe you disqualified yourself from my promises. But listen to me now. My provision is not based on your perfection. It's anchored in my promise. I don't change my mind about what I've spoken over you. I knew your struggles before I chose you. I knew the delays, the detours, the doubts, and I still said yes. You are not too broken for blessing. You are not too late for purpose. You are not too small for impact. I am the one who qualifies what the world calls unqualified. I am the one who raises up from ashes, who breathes on dry bones, who calls forth what was buried and forgotten. There is nothing in your past that can cancel what I have destined for your future. So breathe. Let shame fall. Let regret go. You are not trying to earn my provision, you are learning to receive it. And I give freely to those who come empty. Come empty, come tired, come honest, and I will fill, with strength, with clarity, with unexpected answers, with divine appointments. There are moments ahead where you will feel me in ways you've never known. Where your ears will be tuned to my whisper. Where you'll look around and see evidence of me in every detail. Provision that makes no sense. Breakthroughs that catch you off guard. Peace that guards your mind like a fortress. This is what I'm doing. Not because you figured it out, but because you surrendered. This is not a reward for performance. It's the fruit of intimacy. And I long to walk with you in this way, where your heart doesn't panic at need, but rests in the knowledge of your provider, where your hands don't cling to control, but lift in confidence, where your voice doesn't plead in fear, but declares in faith, my God will supply all my needs. Because I will. Watch me, trust me, rest in me, I will provide. There's something I want you to hear clearly. You are not waiting alone. I'm not far from your need. I'm not distant from your desperation. I'm in the waiting with you, shaping what's next and steadying your heart for it. Every delay has purpose. Every silence carries intention. Even when you don't see movement, I'm moving in dimensions your eyes can't perceive. You've been faithful when it didn't feel fruitful. You've shown up in prayer even when it felt quiet. You've praised while still in pain. And none of it has been wasted. You've been building history with me. And now, I'm about to build harvest out of it. I know how long you've believed. I know the wrestle between hope and doubt. But here's the truth. I'm not just giving you something. I'm forming someone, a person of unshakable faith. A vessel of trust. A carrier of promise, one who knows my voice in the chaos and my peace in the unknown. Provision is coming. But don't miss what I'm doing in you before it arrives. Because what I'm forming in you is the very thing that will steward what I pour out. I don't give cheaply what cost me everything. And your calling is weighty. So I've been preparing you, not punishing you. Strengthening you, not sidelining you. Training you, not forgetting you. The weight you felt has purpose. It's the sign of a mantle that carries my message. My provision is not about comfort, it's about calling. I provide so you can walk where others won't. I provide so you can stand when others fall. I provide so you can give even when others withhold. You are not just blessed, you are being built. And soon, what I've placed within you will overflow. Others will taste the fruit of your surrender. They will see the goodness that followed your faith. And you'll know, it was worth it. Every step, every no, every wait. I am faithful, and I will provide. You've been walking through a season that felt like pruning. Things were taken, doors were shut, opportunities vanished, people walked away, and you wondered, why now, Lord, why me? But what you thought was subtraction has been preparation. What felt like cutting back was me making room for more, for better, for alignment with heaven's blueprint for your life. Because I only prune what I plan to multiply. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. Sometimes provision starts with removal. Because I won't let you carry dead weight into the next chapter. I won't let what once fed you now drain you. I'm clearing the space so that what I pour in next won't be contaminated. You've outgrown the old wineskin. Now comes the new. New clarity, new strength, new favor, new provision. It's not delayed, it's being refined. You thought you were losing. But I've been pruning. And what's next will be sweeter than what was. Because I'm not done writing your story. Provision is not a final line, it's the next sentence. It flows as you walk. It follows your faith. So keep stepping, keep trusting, keep opening your hands. Because I've seen the places where you had to fake strength just to make it through the day. I've heard the unspoken prayers you didn't have words for. I've collected every tear. And now I'm sending rain. Rain to the dry places. Rain to the fields you've sown in faithfully. Rain to the visions you thought had died. I bring life again. I restore what the locusts have eaten. I redeem what time has taken. I resurrect what seems impossible. Because I am the God of provision, and nothing is too hard for me. Watch now. The clouds are gathering. The shift has begun. The breakthrough is near, and I will provide. There is a strength rising in you that didn't come from ease. It came from endurance. From choosing me when everything else felt more certain. From trusting me when logic told you not to. That strength is not natural. It's supernatural. It's what happens when you live from my presence and not just for my provision. Because provision flows from presence. And my presence is your true inheritance. The gold you're looking for isn't in the answers, it's in the abiding. You'll find provision in the quiet. You'll find peace in the pause. You'll find strategy in surrender. That's how I lead. I am not in a hurry. And you don't need to be either. Let me be enough for you before I add anything else. Let me fill the gaps. Not just fix the problems. Because when I become your portion, nothing else controls you. No fear of the future. No craving for validation. No idol of control. Just me. Just trust. Just rest. That's where you'll see provision flow effortlessly. You'll wake up into it. You'll walk into it. You'll speak and doors will open. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. I'm not sending you into this world empty. I'm filling you to overflow. So you can pour without fear of running dry. So you can bless without calculating loss. So you can move without second guessing. This is what I do for those who trust me. This is what I provide. So breathe deep again. Shake off the weight. Let go of the timeline. Stop rehearsing the what-ifs. and lean into the I am. Because I am everything you need. And everything you will ever need. I am your source, not your job. I am your guide, not your circumstance. I am your peace, not your plan, and I will provide. You've carried burdens I never asked you to carry. You've tried to figure out answers I never asked you to solve. You've tried to open doors that were never meant for your hands. But I'm teaching you now to live from a place of release. Not because you're giving up, but because you're giving over. Give me the pressure. Give me the deadlines. Give me the worry that keeps circling in your mind when the room is quiet. That's not your portion. Provision is not found in striving. It's found in surrender. Provision flows to the yielded heart. To the one who says, God, even if I don't see it yet, I trust you. Even when the bank account feels tight. Even when the timeline feels stretched. Even when the outcome feels uncertain. Because you know this, I've never failed you, and I won't start now. I'm not just interested in providing once, I'm building a lifestyle of trust. One where your joy doesn't rise and fall with the numbers. One where your faith doesn't collapse under pressure. One where your peace is anchored in me, not what's in your hand. So let's rebuild together, not just finances, foundations. Let's revisit where fear entered. Where lack became your lens. Where disappointment taught you to expect the worst. Let's break that agreement. You are not a child of scarcity. You are not a servant of fear. You are a son. You are a daughter. You are an heir. And I take care of my own. Look at the birds. Look at the lilies. They don't panic, and yet they're cared for. How much more will I provide for you? You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. You are loved. You are covered. You are seen. And I will provide. You've trusted me in private. Now you'll see me show up in public. You've sown tears in secret. Now you'll reap joy out loud. You've kept walking when no one clapped. Now you'll step into rooms you didn't campaign for. This is the fruit of faithfulness. This is the reward of quiet obedience. I see it all, and I never waste what you give me. You didn't do it for attention. You didn't do it for applause. You did it for me. And I don't forget the offerings others overlooked. That yes when it cost you comfort. That worship when you had questions. That seed when you had little. That posture of faith when the outcome was unsure. I saw it. I received it. And now I'm multiplying it. You are about to experience provision that tells a story. One that points back to me. One that glorifies my hand. Because I'm not just giving you what you asked. I'm exceeding it. I'm not just meeting your need. I'm declaring my name through it. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. Not once. Not sometimes. Always. So don't shrink back now. Don't settle for safe. Lift your expectation. Align your confession. Open your hands. You're stepping into answered prayers. Into fulfilled promises. Into the tangible kindness of God. And you'll look back and say, only God could have done this. That's the point. So stay near. Stay surrendered. Stay in step. Because I'm not done yet. I'm only getting started. And I will provide. This is not just provision for your needs. This is provision for your calling. I'm resourcing your purpose. I'm supplying what's required for the vision I gave you. No more delays. No more fear. No more compromise. Step in boldly. Speak clearly. Move confidently. I am behind you. I am before you. I am within you. You were never meant to carry this alone. You were never meant to figure it out by yourself. I am your strength. I am your guide. I am your portion. Provision is not coming. It's here. So stand still and see the salvation of your God. Lift your eyes. The cloud is rising. The river is parting. The table is being prepared. You don't need to beg for what I already promised. You don't need to perform for what I already assigned. You only need to trust. And walk. And watch me do what I've always done. I will provide. In every season, in every valley, in every wilderness, I will carry you, I will cover you, I will sustain you, because I am the God who sees. And I will make a way. So breathe again, walk forward again, believe again, because I'm not just meeting your needs, I'm leading you into overflow. The wait is not in vain. The promise is still alive. And I will provide, because I am faithful.